Zmags is a company that's been around for about 5 years. Started in Denmark as a digital publishing platform and has evolved most recently with a product that we call Commerce Pro that essentially leverages the ability to create rich social and mobile merchandising experiences through the form of digital catalogs. And we found, sort of does a number of things that marketers and certainly that retailers appreciate, which is an increase in engagement in terms of time spent on the product and with their merchandise. Certainly in terms of things like average order value and conversion rates. So one of the things we've tried to do is allow retailers to create the right experiences given the technology, and we've also tried to create something that it takes full advantage of a fairly consistent brand experience across all of those. So that's the context. So what we've started to do is really what we did was create a demo around a product that for a brand that we made up called Verge, which doesn't exist, but that lets us sort of demonstrate where we're headed from a tablet perspective. And I can sort of show you some of the things that we've decided to do with it. What you have here is, the ability to do a little bit of customization. You might, on this section, show how to use, so that people are familiar with the various techniques you would want. What you find is that there's an ability to engage, to flip, very easily from page to page, and I'll talk a little bit about the elements. But what you have is a navigation bar up on the top that's collapsible. It opens. It's got all of the various features that you might have. There's search, there's share, there's home, there's a grid, which is a product view that I'll talk about in a minute. There's your checkout and there's your shopping bag. The share feature, very easy. You tap on it. It's just from back here. Post to Facebook. You like this experience. You can share the catalog. You got the pixels about what's coming. You've got the scroll bar, which lets you kind of go through, and you can swipe these things, or you can use the bar at the bottom. If you go to the next page, you see some interesting things. Again, this is a little bit geared towards products that I talked about before that might not be as easy to sell on something like a smartphone. You've got a pair of Jimmy Choo shoes. You can play with it, look through the different pieces, right? There's your classic, touch the screen and you get a dynamic pop-up window. Within that window, you see the ability to share Facebook, Twitter, email it if you like it, select your size, your color, varying levels of description that for demonstration purposes are just very thin, but if it's a retailer, you can do anything you want with it, and you can sort of do that. The other thing that we have is the ability to use some of the great features of a tablet, which is really that personalized touch. And you can actually capture the product. It's hard to do from back here, sorry. You capture the product, and then you can actually move the product and drop it directly into the shopping cart. It reappears. You also have the ability, if you've captured the product, to manipulate the product, take a closer look, see what there is, if it's something that you want, right? So some things that take advantage of the actual the tablet's strengths as well. You see this. So this is the Verge beauty line. You could imagine a celebrity here that could be, pick your favorite celebrity. And you might say, well, I like what she's wearing. I like how her makeup looks. I want to buy what she has on. And so you actually can do a by the look, right, which would put all the products that she's wearing, and that would, be able to then select what you'd like to add to the bag. You can also obviously buy them individually if you want. And, again, there's the ability to capture it. Sorry, hard to do from back there. There's the ability to capture it, and if you want, you can add it to the cart as well, checkout. So if you go through the rest of it, you can see there's different things. But again, on some of these pages, what the tablet lets you do is stream in sound and video. You can do that. If you wanted to put a video in the section, you can take advantage of that and highlight products. Again, the ability to look at different things, different colors that may make sense. And if you're kind of let's say, you're selling high-end furniture, or you're a restoration hardware, something like that, you can actually take a look at a room, and someone says, well, I'm sitting here, I really like the look of that room. You can go to what we call a product view, and it gives you all of the products within the room. So it's like a by the look, except it's for something like a furniture. retailer and design retailer, you can select the chair that you like and you can add that to the thing, or select any of the products in the view. With this particular product, there is a sense of fun and engagement that you would get if you were sitting on your couch, if you were flipping through a catalog and you had some private time to do it in a way that's a little bit more interesting and more engaging than what you might get if you're working on a standard website through the tablet.